Welcome to Traveling Kangaroo. Today we're hopping into a critical topic that affects millions of Americans and could reshape the future of our country's economy. In 2025, America's economic giant is standing on shaky ground, and some states may not survive the quake. If you think this is just a slowdown, think again. This is the unraveling of the American dream, and it's happening right now. So, grab your Joey, settle in, and let's jump into the top 10 states teetering on the edge of economic collapse. America's economic landscape is shifting fast. Household debt is soaring, averaging a staggering $45,000 per family, while reserves are barely covering 5% of annual expenditures, far below the safe 15% threshold experts recommend. Housing markets are collapsing with home values dropping by tens of thousands in mere months. Entire industries like manufacturing, energy, and tourism are vanishing overnight, wiping out over 50,000 jobs in vulnerable states and pushing poverty rates to alarming heights near 20%. But which states are at greatest risk? Let's bound into these 10 states struggling to keep their balance as a recession looms. Starting at number 10, Kentucky may look like an affordable haven with charming landscapes, but beneath that surface lies deep economic vulnerability. With only 7.6% in rainy day reserves and unemployment already above the national average at 5.6%, Kentucky's economy is exposed to shocks from its reliance on manufacturing, coal, and agriculture. Add in nearly 18% of residents living below the poverty line and falling home prices in key areas like Louisville, and you have a state riding on very thin ice. Number 9 on our list is Rhode Island, small in size but big in risk. This New England state struggles with a narrow tax base and limited industry diversity. Its rainy day fund covers less than 7% of expenses. Unemployment has jumped to 5.4%, and the housing market feels the squeeze with median home prices far exceeding healthy income ratios. Plus, consumer debt is ballooning here, leaving many residents just one paycheck away from financial collapse. Next up is Idaho at number 8. Known for rapid growth over the past 5 years, Idaho's booming population and skyrocketing home prices have created a ticking time bomb. The housing bubble is deflating fast, with an unemployment rate creeping up and a rainy day fund that barely covers 6% of spending. With a heavy reliance on real estate, agriculture, and tech sectors vulnerable to downturns, Idaho's boomtown status may be due for a hard landing. Arizona hops in at number 7 on our list. The Grand Canyon state has long attracted retirees and remote workers, but rising inequality and inflated housing costs are taking a toll. Over 30% of households here spend more than 30% of their income on housing, a dangerous stress point. Arizona's rainy day fund covers just 5.8% of budget needs, while unemployment climbs towards 6%, with sectors like tourism and construction already cutting jobs. Nevada lands at number 6, a state famously built on the gamble of gaming and tourism. But the odds are turning against Nevada as tourism revenue drops sharply, and nearly 1/5 of homeowners in Las Vegas owe more on their homes than they're worth. With only about 5% covered in rainy day funds and rising unemployment over 6%, Nevada faces a tough road ahead if tourism keeps shrinking. Indiana takes position number 5. The Heartland state's manufacturing backbone is creaking under pressure from reduced demand and global supply chain issues. GDP shrank by over 1%, unemployment rose close to 6%, and workforce participation is at a decade low. Housing prices seem affordable, but combined with rising household debt and minimal public health support, Indiana's economic engine is sputtering. So, South Carolina comes in at number 4. Once a rising star for retirees and migrants, it now suffers from infrastructure strain and soaring housing costs that leave nearly a third of homeowners cost-burdened. Tourism, the state's economic lifeblood, is slowing sharply alongside construction, while unemployment climbs above 5%. And with just 6% in reserves, South Carolina's financial safety net is, honestly, pretty threadbare. Mississippi claims the bronze medal at number 3, with the highest poverty rate in America at nearly 20%. Its rainy day fund is measly at around 5%, Healthcare and education rank near the bottom nationally, and its crumbling infrastructure just adds another layer of risk. As major industries contract and unemployment rises above 6%, Mississippi is already balancing on the edge of collapse. Number 2 goes to Colorado, a state many see as America's growth darling, but one now showing cracks beneath its mountain peaks. Sky-high home prices in Denver exceed $600,000, while median incomes lag behind. Nearly 40% of homeowners face housing cost burdens, unemployment is climbing, and GDP has contracted. With consumer debt soaring near $49,000 per household and public services under strain, Colorado's economic future looks, well, pretty rocky. And finally, hopping in at number 1, Louisiana tops our list as the state most likely to crumble under recession pressure in 2025. Its rainy day fund covers less than 5% of expenses, the lowest in the nation, while GDP dropped by 1.4%. Unemployment soared to 6.6%, with massive job losses across oil, gas, tourism, and shipping. Nearly 1 in 4 residents live in poverty. Infrastructure is failing, and mounting debt burdens make basic living unaffordable for thousands. Louisiana isn't just facing a slowdown, it's staring down total system failure. So there you have it, 10 states at risk of economic collapse if the looming recession hits hard. From Kentucky to Louisiana, these states face low reserves, high poverty, rising debt, and fragile industries that could, falter overnight. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe to Traveling Kangaroo for more deep dives into topics that matter while we hop around the world together. Follow us on social media for daily updates and exclusive content, and visit travelingkangaroo.com for even more resources. Thanks for watching. Keep your Joey close and your finances closer as we navigate these uncertain times together. Until next time, this is Traveling Kangaroo, signing off with a big kangaroo hop forward.